Jump on it, let's do it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting. Come on, jump on it. Nothing says we're gonna talk about sex as much as that song does. So, welcome to Sex Positive Saturday. Let me give you a bit of background in this. So, I have a group on Facebook, and I wanted to do it with that group, and I thought, why can't I just bring that to YouTube? And the background is this. A few months ago, my girlfriend and I, we experienced the worst thing that a lesbian couple can experience, right? We had two dildos that died at the same damn time. I'm not even kidding you. Both dildos, black and blue, they just were like, we're done now, bye. And I was mad. And then I thought, well, it's 2020. What this year has taught me more than anything else is how to pivot. How do I take something terrible that's happening and just pivot and use it for something different? And so I thought, whoa, I'm going to do Sex Positive Saturdays, and I'm going to gear it towards women. And if you are a man and you happen to stumble onto this, perhaps you could listen and you could sort of see the process of being a woman with these women bodies and in the way that we experience sex and pleasure and the psychology and the mental health that comes with all of that. So today, last week I spoke about, the power of the yoni. You can find that video on YouTube as well. But today I sort of I've been thinking about communication this week, and I've been talking a lot about it on my Facebook as well as my Instagram, but I really want to bring it to this conversation and think in ways that we communicate during sex. How do we communicate with our partners during sex? It's hard. This has been hard for me, and the more I talk to my female friends, straight or gay, I know, right? I have straight friends. To be honest with you, completely, most of my friends at the moment are straight. But we talk a lot about how to communicate during sex. And here's what I find, right, is that women tend to not communicate, not say this is good, this is bad. This is for both gay and straight women because they are afraid that it will offend their partner. Do you find yourself doing this where you're just like not enjoying it? It's not doing anything for you, but you just keep going because you don't want your partner to feel bad. You don't want your partner to feel offended. And the layer of that when it comes to heterosexual relationships is this. This blew my mind, right? Because I don't have sex with men, and when I was discussing this topic with friends of mine, it came up that, men are conditioned to be good at things. Men are taught to be good at sports, provide, be some sort of this, be good at everything. Their self-worth is really shaped by, in a lot of ways, it's shaped by what they are good at, and sex is one of those things. And so when straight women tell men that they are not having a good time or that sexual experience was not amazing, men tend to feel like it's a personal attack on them, right? And so that's why men don't communicate. Or women are afraid to communicate with men when it comes to sex. Listen, straight women, if you're watching this and you want to check me, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm right. I'm not like authority on these topics. I'm just here sharing with you what I am finding out as I'm finding it out. And when it comes to other relationships as well, I feel like it's really wanting to preserve the happiness. And so instead of wanting to avoid conflict about a sexual experience, you say it was great, and then you go and finish yourself off. That's what women do. Women go and finish themselves off, and because you just don't want to confront the situation, we don't know powerful ways of nonviolent communication. And when we think that we are going to share the truth, our brains start to imagine an argument, a conflict, someone being upset. But the truth is this, right? I feel like it is time to take on that power of communication. It is time to say, this is what I want. Do you know how long it took me? Sometimes, like, my girlfriend still has to say, you gotta tell me what you want here, like, you gotta tell me what you enjoy. It took me so long to use my words, especially during sex. After sex, maybe, but during sex, I'm like, should I say something? Because I feel like they're really into what they're doing and they don't want to do it wrong, or anything like that, you know what I mean? And so it has taken, it still is, it takes time to learn how to non-violently communicate with your partner when it comes to how you are experiencing the experience that you are having with sex. Right? Check me if I'm wrong. And you know, as women, I think there's so much to go into it as well, like being in a situation when you don't want to have sex. Can we go there for a little bit, like, and you're feeling like, I don't want to do this, but I'm scared that this person might do something else to me if I don't go for it. I feel like, I'm sorry I brought this up, I feel like that is a beast of a conversation that we need to have separately on its own, and perhaps I should invite someone to talk to us about that. But I do remember being personally in situations where I thought, I'm not having a great time here, but I feel like I should just go with it because, you know, it's already happening. You know, that's the luck that I have. It was never about me getting harmed or anything, but it was like, I don't want to make them feel bad, so let's just continue on with it. Whereas for some women, it ends up being as ugly as you can imagine. And so my thing is, how can we non-violently communicate that we're not having a good time? I want to give you an example with my good friend, what she does, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, you just do that? She was like, if I'm not having a good time, I don't care if it is the beginning, the middle, of the end, or their end, should we say. I stop and I say, I'm done now, thank you very much, and I get up and I leave. And I was like, Bosh. She stops and she leaves and she says thank you and she gets out in the middle of it. I think we can all find power in doing that and how do we start the process of saying, I'm not enjoying this, thank you so much for this experience, but I'm not feeling it right now, or I'm enjoying this, but this is how I enjoy it. There's this thing with lesbians, right? And I think a lot of straight women tend to say this too, like, oh, it must be so easy to have sex with women because it's the same parts, it's the same body parts. Yes, it is, but they don't feel the same way for every woman. There are things that I like that another woman would not like. There are things that I like to do that someone else might not like to do. And so we also still have to communicate and talk. And I think it will take everyone involved to be able to say, this is your experience. Sex is not something that is done to you, it is something that is done with you. And that's where communication can come in, and communication can be clear and comfortable and confident, and no one goes out crying thinking that they're bad at it. It's not a sport. It's not something that you need to be good at. It's something that you need to enjoy. And so let me know how you communicate, and let me know if there are things that you think I could help you communicate non-violently. Non-violent communication. Don't be going out there telling people, you suck. That was so bad. You are just terrible. I don't know who you've been having sex with. Oh my God, they must have suffered. No. You can tell someone, I know you're good at that, but I'm not really enjoying it. I don't like it. It doesn't really work for me. What if we tried this? I hope this is helpful. What if we tried this? And so I don't want this to be long. These are just going to be quick Saturday positive sex conversations where we're just going to hit it and talk. If there's something that you feel like I should discuss, please let me know in the comment section. Hit subscribe on this channel where I'm talking about life and sex. Life on Sundays, sex on Saturdays. That's kind of like how my Christian life was. Did I say that loud? Okay. sex on Saturday, life on Sunday. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a fantastic one. Mwah. Bye.